Hey Sagittarius, you have the Queen of Coins as your outcome and the Ten of Wands as your distant future. So the Queen of Coins is somebody who is maternal, nurturing, practical. So that could mean you're conjoining families with somebody. You're going to be very generous with your heart. But the Queen of Coins says that you're going to be feeling something for somebody, maybe a few people, but you're definitely going to be feeling very loving at this time. The Ten of Wands as your distant future is about completion. This is about responsibility. So I think that some of you, I think that I said that some of you would be maybe getting out of the dating world and kind of completing that cycle and meeting somebody that you want to focus on and put your attention. But let's see where you are now. So your current position is the Seven of Wands. And this is about priorities. This is about getting things in line. This is almost like strategizing, figuring things out. So I think that if some of you, if you have met somebody, you're going to kind of try and see where they fit in your line of priorities. And some of you may just be starting in the dating world, because I feel like some of you had to get your priorities in order. You had to get things kind of straightened out in order to date. I don't know that any of you have really met the one or met one or two people. I feel like you're still dating a lot of people and you're kind of trying to figure out where they are in your life or where they would fit in your life. And some of you may even be trying to decide if a relationship or dating is a priority for you. Some of you may be going, hey, I like this, I want a relationship. This dating is taking up a lot of my time. So some of you may just be figuring out what you're going to do or how you're going to date or how you're going to find the right person with everything else going on in your life. You may have a lot of work. You may have, kids, family things going on. And so it's not that you don't want somebody special or that you don't want the relationship. You're trying to figure out if now's a good time, and if it is, how you're going to go about doing it. Some of you may have met one or two people and you're trying to figure out how to mesh that, like meld that into your life. The next card is about any future internal or external factors that may be affecting your current position, and you have judgment. So that definitely tells me you are looking at things very critically, and not in this, in a conceited type way, but definitely like you're pondering on things. You're looking back. You're wondering what's important to you, and you want to make sure that you don't make the same mistakes with people. Maybe lately you've found a lot of people have fed you lines of bullshit and whatnot, and you're kind of like, all right, I've been here before, I didn't enjoy the circus, I'm not willing to go back to it, so I am going to really figure out what's going to make me happy, what do I want in a relationship, what have I had that was successful in a relationship, and what haven't I had that I want in a relationship. So you are definitely doing some strategizing and some thinking and some planning what type of person you want to be with. And I think maybe you're starting to meet those people, so you're actually starting to take it a little more seriously than before. I think some of you before were just kind of dating when you could, and now maybe you're making it more of a priority to actually find somebody. And some of you may have found potential suitors that could be that way, and so now you're feeling like a little more generous with your emotions and a little more like it's not just a dating game and there could be some potential there. Then you have your outcome, and we'll see how that plays with the Queen of Coins. So your outcome you have is the Wheel of Fortune. And so that's very interesting, because the Wheel of Fortune is, it's fate, it's destiny, it's changes, unplanned changes. So, all right, Sagittarius, now I'm starting to think that maybe you've met somebody or a few people and you really were just dating and having fun and fitting it in when you could, and somebody's caught your attention, or you've caught the attention of somebody and they're making you a priority, or you're making them a priority. So very interesting, and I think you're going to feel very generous with this person, or they're going to be very generous with you in lots of things, time, attention, and maybe you're changing your thought process on dating right now and the potential for finding somebody pretty genuine, because the Wheel of Fortune says something's changing and it's unplanned, and it's kind of like where you're supposed to be is where you are right now. And then you have your distant future. We'll see if that's with the Ten of Wands. And you have the Nine of Wands. So I have to say, Sag, that you may be meeting another fire sign, because you have a lot of wand energy here, and that's Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. So I'm wondering if you've met another fire sign, and that's who has struck your fancy, or you've struck their fancy. Your outcome is very much in line with this, because obviously it goes 9, 10, and they're both wands. They're both fire energy. So it could be you've met a fire element, or a Leo, Sag, or Aries, or you're feeling very much in your own element right now, and you're feeling like you're being completely genuine with what you're putting out in the universe, and you're getting it back. The 9 is strength, capability, stamina, so it fits very well with your distant future. I think you are going to be exiting the dating world. I had 2 or 3 other signs like that, but not a lot of signs have gotten like a complete exit, and I don't know for sure that it will be a complete exit right away, but I think it will be very soon. Isn't that interesting? Because yeah, you have 7, 9, 10 of wands. Yeah, very interesting. Very much yourself right now, and somebody I think just likes you a lot, and maybe you're finding that you like them. The 9, your outcome, 9 and 10, is first completion, like I said. So this is taking the first steps towards what you really want, and again, you're just trying to figure out how you're going to go about doing it. I think some of you just weren't prepared, didn't think that it was going to happen this fast, or didn't think that you'd actually find somebody that you'd want to make time for, or you'd want to fit into the puzzle, and now you're kind of moving the chess pieces and seeing where they're going to fit in. And I think your strength is going to just build with them, and you're going to become more compatible and more compatible. So, okay, my wish for you, Sag, this is for the end of the year, and I just like the wish paper. It may or may not float off. I've had 2 signs that didn't float off. It doesn't mean if it doesn't float off that your wish isn't going to come true, or that, that it's not a good wish or anything like that. It just means, sometimes it can be affected by, like, if it's humid in my house or whatnot. So, but I always put them outside, so they just blow off into the wind regardless of whether they rise here or not. So, anyways, my wish, Sag, is that you find somebody genuine, and that you are able to get out of the dating cycle if that's what you're wanting, because I think there's something really special here for you, and I think you kind of know it, or you see it, or it's like you can feel it. You know it's coming. You can feel this Wheel of Fortune change. Something's changing, and you can feel it coming. So anyways, Sagittarius, wish you the best.